Well, D.C. just had its warmest decade on record from 2010 to 2019. Our partners at the Washington Post noted that 2019 was actually the third warmest year on record for D.C. We're here to share some perspective on this. Of course, is our in-house weather expert, Mary Marshall. And Mary, I know a lot of people are wondering, it is January, mid-January. Why is it so warm and why are we seeing this warming trend? What does it mean?
Well, the warming trend for today and yesterday is because we've had a surge of warmer air coming in. But overall, when we're talking about that warm decade, it's because we have global warming. We have more carbon and more heat trapping gases in the atmosphere. So that's why we're seeing that warming trend. And here's just a quick example of how it works. So during the day, we get energy in from the sun, and at night, that energy gets radiated back up to space. But those heat trapping gases, they were like, wait, I'll take some of that energy. And they hold on to it and they give us the warmth. Without the heat trapping gases, Makia, you want to guess what it would feel like on Earth?
What?
Around 0 degrees.
Ugh,
that would be the average temperature. So we need the heat trapping gases. We just don't need too many of them. It's like we've got a blanket on the earth right now, and maybe you just need a sheet, and now we got that full-on down blanket. We don't really need the down blanket.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I know it feels good, definitely, when you step outside, but this isn't necessarily a good thing. Or how are we, what are the negatives of this? What are the cons? How is this affecting us in the long term and really our everyday lives?
Well, you see it in D.C. with the cherry blossoms. The cherry blossom average first bloom, peak bloom date is now earlier. It used to be April 6th. It's been moved up to April 1st. That in itself is an issue because the earlier those trees start to bloom, and they're very sensitive to temperatures like what we've seen now, it puts them more at risk for getting cold and snow damage. So, for example, we had 70 yesterday. Now we've got some colder air coming in on Friday. They could be at risk of damage because they're peaking out a little bit too early. Other things, mosquitoes. You can get mosquito-borne illnesses. Mosquitoes like warm temperatures. And so the warmer it is, they're like, oh, well, I'll just hang out here a little longer. It's the longer we have to pick up on those mosquitoes that could bring diseases like West Nile and all those diseases. So it's there are some real impacts here.
And I know we saw that was part of the concern last spring as well, the cherry blossoms. I know you all were keeping a close eye on that.
Definitely.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Mary, for breaking that down for us.